Book 1 of the Tattersalls October Yearling Sale concluded on Thursday with a third session which yielded 3 further million guinea lots and a new sale topper of 1.5 million guineas. It was a See the Stars filly out of Alta winner Best Terms that commanded the headline-grabbing price, with MV Magnia pushing the successful purchaser's Godolphin all the way to the $1.5 million mark in a prolonged battle to secure the own sister to listed winner Star Terms. The filly, whose family dates back to champion Time Charter, was one of 15 purchasers for the Godolphin team who ended the day as the sale's leading buyers. She was consigned by Newsells Park Stud on behalf of owner-breeder Robert Barnett.
We're very thrilled, I must say. It's always been a bit anxious building up, but she's always been a lovely filly. She's always walked very well. She's a lovely temperament, and we've liked her a lot. And it was a big debate whether we should sell her at all, but we have the full sister and we have the dam, so we decided we'd face the market and see what happened. She is a bit larger than some of ours because See the Stars coming through, but we did make this mating to get a bit of size, and we've got, I think, a nice size. So we're pleased with the confirmation that we got. It was sort of part of the plan.
She was a very well-balanced filly, very beautiful. She was very light on her feet, and she looked like a sort of classic type of filly, you know, staying filly. By See the Stars, from a very good stud farm, and she sort of ticked the boxes for us. She was an outstanding filly.
Newsells Park Stud's profitable third session of the sale started with a bang when their first slot into the ring, a Dubawi filly, was knocked down to Alta Farms for 1.25 million guineas. The half-sister to champion older horse and arc hero Waldlerche hails from a family steeped in Newsells Park history, now in the ownership of Graham Smith Bernal.
It's a wonderful experience, to be able to bring a horse like that to the sales and then achieve that type of result. But it is an amazing family. The Waldlerche, she was a good racehorse herself, of course, but then to produce Waldgeist, Wild Lead was a serious horse as well. Unfortunately, she had a ligament injury, but meant that she had to retire to the broodmare shed. But then Wild Koenig, hopefully he's going to be back on the racetrack in the not too distant future. Waldlerche is in foal to a friend called COLT. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I'm excited about it.
The filly was one of 4 purchases for Alta Farms on the day, alongside a Nonay Never half-sister to Southern France and Bolshoi Ballet for 925,000 guineas. The pair were signed for by stud manager Kieran Lawler to take the spend for the operation over the 3 sessions to 2.91 million guineas.
I mean, she's one of the strongest pedigrees in the book. Aside from that, as an individual, I thought she was just beautiful. Being by Dubawi as well, it's one of the best stallions in the world. And they just don't come available, so we had to reach, but I think she's worth that all day long. Even residual, she's absolutely worth that, so very happy to have her joining the team.
I sell her this time at $1,250,000 last call.
MV Magnia continued to be active at the very highest level during the final session, taking his total for the week to 12 yearlings for a spend of over 6.5 million guineas, adding a second 7-figure lot to his collection when seeing off underbidder Oliver St Lawrence to secure a Galileo colt out of Queen Mary winner Anthem Alexander for 1.1 million guineas. From a family developed by Noel O'Callaghan's Mount Armstrong stud, the colt is out of a half-sister to Dandyman and was one of 5 lots to break the million guineas mark during the week as a whole. The final session concluded what was a vibrant week of trade with investment from all corners of the globe, much to the delight of Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George.
Book 1 of the 2021 Tattersalls October Yearling Sale. It's been a good sale. Really pleasing has been the sustained momentum right the way through to the end of the sale. And looking back on last year, Book 1 held up remarkably well. It was a resilient sale and a breath of fresh air for everybody in what was a terribly difficult year. So to see this year's figures improve significantly on last year, I think tells you that this was a good sale. And I think everybody would reflect upon diverse, solid trade from start to finish. International participation was very noticeable. In particular, a very strong, powerful contingent from North America. They've become a real feature of Book 1 of the October Yearling Sale in recent years. The first time they came, they went home with some real superstars. This is success-driven demand. These Book One yearlings are performing at the very highest level in America consistently, and that has not escaped the attention of other American buyers who've been here in force and made a real contribution to the successful sale. And looking back on this year's Saratoga, for example, Tattersalls October Yearling Sale produced more graded stakes winners on the turf at Saratoga than any other yearling sale. And that sort of success brings these people to Book One of the October Yearling Sale, where they find the best turf-bred yearlings to be found anywhere in the world. The variety of international buyers, new faces from throughout the world, including the Gulf region. We have new buyers from Abu Dhabi, from Saudi Arabia, consistent demand from Australian buyers. And let's not forget, some of these people haven't been able to travel in the usual way. Some parts of the world, it's still very difficult to travel. So Japanese buyers have found it very difficult, but they participated through agents on the ground or online. And the same with our Australian buyers. They've been bashing away strongly throughout the 3 days. And it's been really good to see people making full use of the live internet bidding facility. They've all made a real contribution, but equally the domestic demand has been really rewarding as well. British and Irish buyers have been out in force. They love the Book One bonuses. £20,000 Tattersalls October Book One bonus has distributed nearly £7 million in additional prize money since the inception of the scheme, and the buyers love that. It's, it doesn't matter what level of the Book One market. That makes a huge difference to these guys when their 2-year-old wins a maiden and goes home with £25,000 in prize money. So that's been a key feature driving the domestic demand as well. What sets Book One of the October Yearling Sale apart, what makes it Europe's premier yearling sale? It's not just the quality of the yearlings that the buyers find here, but the racecourse performance. Every year this sale churns out champions, horses that perform at the very, very highest level, not just in Europe but throughout the world. And so this year, extraordinary. St Mark's Basilica, highest rated 3-year-old in the world, just retired, beautifully bred, beautiful individual, looks like he'll have a very exciting stallion career ahead of him. Hurricane Lane, dual classic winner for Godolphin, cost 200,000 guineas here a few years ago. Palace Pier, the highest rated miler in the world. And you add to that Group 1 winners in Australia and the highest rated turf horse in North America, domestic spending. That's the key to it all. That's why this sale brings in the international buyers, and it is a huge tribute to the quality of the yearlings that the consigners bring. They put their faith in Book One of the Tattersalls October Yearling Sale, and they get rewarded accordingly.